Here's your latest update for the active weather across the area over the Memorial Day weekend. Start by timing out the weather day by day. This hasn't really changed that much. Today will be the warmest day of the three, but cooler than yesterday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around. Some of those could be strong, a lot more than that in just a minute. Now, snow levels, there will be some snow in the higher elevations, but snow levels staying fairly high, and the road should be fine. So if you have to travel over the passes today, especially during the day, shouldn't have too many problems. Now, that'll turn differently as we get towards Sunday. That'll be the much cooler day. Showers still around, isolated storms, especially across the southern parts of our area. Now, snow levels will be dropping through the day, and especially at night, maybe as low as 6,000 feet, possibly lower if things set up right. As we head toward Monday, that's going to be the really cool day. A lot of places, even the lower elevations, might not get out of the 40s that day. Rain showers, mountain snow continues. Even Tuesday looks like kind of a cloudy, cruddy day until we finally break out of this as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday. So we're focusing on the thunderstorms. You can see the green area in here. That's what meteorologists call a marginal risk. Could be some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms there. By far the greatest threat out of this is going to be strong wind gusts. Could be some small hail as well. A little bit lesser chance as we head towards Sunday. Mainly Rock Springs, Casper onto the east. Again, strong wind gusts the main threat there, but that's not going to be our big threat. Now, we should get a decent amount of moisture out of this as well. Good news since a lot of us are still in a drought. You can see the gradient basically from south to north, the most falling across the northern portions of the state, some places even lower elevations. Decent chance of picking up at least an inch over 3 days. Now this is going to fall pretty much the whole weekend, so this won't be a big dump all at once. Now the highest amounts, Buffalo, the Bighorns could pick up maybe 2, maybe locally 3 inches of moisture out of this, the Absarokas, also portions of Yellowstone, and tapering off as you head toward the south. But even places like Rock Springs, decent chance of picking up maybe about at least a 1/4 inch of precipitation. Now I move on to snow. Now the first thing I'm going to show you, percent chance of seeing a trace, basically just some flakes flying through the air. Now the mountains, obviously that's a slam dunk, that's just about 100%. Now even the lower elevations, DuBois, a good chance of seeing that. Even Lander, if things set up right, about a 1 in 2 chance of seeing some flakes fly through the air, especially late at night, early in the morning hours. Also Rock Springs, about a 1 in 3 chance, and much of the Green River Basin, areas above 6,000 feet, decent chance of seeing that. In the valleys of the west, again, very good chance of seeing that. Now some probabilistic stuff for snowfall. This is expect at least this much across the area. You can see many of the lower elevations, lower case scenario, they're not going to see anything. But even the best case scenario, if you don't like snow, but if you want the moisture, the worst case scenario, you can see some parts of the Wind Rivers, pretty good chance of picking up at least a foot of snow over the next 3 days, also on the higher elevations of the Bighorns. Now, this is the worst case scenario. Don't go coming to me and saying, Chris, we're going to get 3 feet of snow here. This is the worst case scenario. I'll say it again. Put it down there. Worst case scenario. And we'll show that to you now. Now, 10% chance, I say maybe a 2% chance of this. You can see some places in the higher elevations of the mountains, they could pick up maybe locally over 2 feet of snow, maybe pushing 30 inches as we head through Monday. Also, top of the Bighorns, this is like Cloud Peak though, maybe over 2 feet of snow there, maybe over a foot. Mainly above about 7, especially 8,000 feet would be the worst impacts. Now the 8 inches of snow in DuBois, that's probably a little high, but there could be a couple inches of snow there if things set up right. 5 inches in Jackson, again, that's the worst case scenario. Maybe a coating to an inch of snow more likely. Also Afton and Lander, maybe a coating of snow, worst case scenario. Maybe an inch of slushy accumulation, possibly if things set up right, across the cities of southern Wyoming. So our official forecast for snow, you can see most of the lower elevations we don't really have much. Could be a trace in some of these areas. Jackson less than an inch in Afton. Now higher elevations, some places over here in the Bighorns will probably do the best out of this, maybe seeing 1 to 2 feet of new snow here. Also the higher elevations of the Wind Rivers of Zorkas as well. Tetons a little less, generally we're figuring about 6 to 10 inches there. Again, most of the lower elevations, most likely forecast, there's a small chance we might get something, but most areas here should see no accumulation or maybe just a coating on the grassy surfaces. Here's our resources for weather, weather.gov/REW. Road conditions, these are the places to go for road conditions. Don't call us for the roads. We have no insider information on that. On the web, wildroad.info, it's a great resource there. You want to call them on the phone, 511 in-state, 1-888 Wild Road out-of-state. You want to take a look at the webcams for yourself. We have them from all over the state of Wyoming, not just our area. Weather.gov/REW, click on local programs, and go to webcams by route. Be safe, everybody. Enjoy your long weekend.